Hello test takers. Many of you often ignore the reading multiple choice choose single answer question type when preparing for your PTE test. But let me tell you one thing, that you are only worsening your chances of getting to a high score. With the correct approach and the correct time management, you can solve every task in the PTE without skipping any of them. Learn with your PTE buddy at Edutrainex for free. So in this video, I'm going to discuss with you about this particular task, and I'll explain you what the task is all about, including the overview, the layout, facts, tips and tricks, and what mistakes you need to avoid while attempting these questions. I'm pretty sure that by the time you finish watching this video, you will have a very clear understanding about this task, and you will definitely consider practicing these questions and attempting these in the exam. So please continue watching it till the end. Okay, so let's start with the overview of the reading multiple choice choose single answer questions. You are presented with a text passage and a question prompt. What you are expected is to select the best possible answer out of 3 to 5 answer options, of course after reading the passage. What this means for you is that only one answer is the correct one, and you need to select depending on what has been asked in the question. So the PT assesses your reading and vocabulary skills in these questions. Let me show you quickly how the question actually looks. This is how you will actually get the question in the exam. On the left hand side, you will be shown the reading text, and on the top right hand side, you can see the instructions. Look clearly in the instructions. It clearly says that you only need to select one answer option. Just below that, you have the question prompt. It is very important that you read the question prompt carefully to understand what type of question has been asked. For example, in the actual exam, you might be asked for a specific detail, or you might be asked for the author's opinion or attitude or what he feels. Just below that, you also see the answer options. These are the possible answer options that you need to select, and you have to decide which one is the best after you read the text. As you can see in the answer options, there are radio buttons. These round circular ones are the radio buttons, and you are only allowed to select one of them. Cool. So let me explain you more interesting facts about this task. The length of the reading text is around 300 words, and the question judges your ability to analyze and evaluate a short reading text on an academic topic. You will get around 1 to 2 questions in the actual test. Let me explain you the scoring part, which is quite simple actually. You either get 1 mark for a correct answer or 0 marks for incorrect answer. There is no negative marking and there are no partial responses. So how do you manage time for these questions? You should know that the PTE test have no allocated time set for any of the reading question types or for this particular question as well. So depending on your level of expertise, you should assess how much time you need for this question. But if you are lost, you can follow our maximum recommendation time of 1 minute and 30 seconds for these question types, which we have carefully calculated on the basis of number of questions and the weightage of this task. But this is just a guidance. Are you with me till now? Excellent. Let's move on to the tips and tricks. which is quite important for you to learn. Follow these simple steps to succeed in this particular task. These tips and tricks have been fully tested by our existing students and they are really helpful. So why don't you learn it for free? Now let me show you the steps one by one. Step number 1. Understand the question prompt. Before you begin reading the text, you need to read the question prompt and understand what has been asked. Use the keywords there to help you in identifying what the question type is, whether it's an opinion type question or asking you for a specific detail or anything else. Once you understand the question prompt, straight away move to the next step, which is briefly go over the answer options. Quickly glancing at the answer options will help you to connect to the question. The next step is read the given text and try to eliminate the impossible answers. So rather than trying to find the correct answer in the beginning, it is always better to eliminate the incorrect ones and narrow down your answer options. Once you have done that, what you need to do is go to the last step, which is just select the correct answer. The answer might be presented in a different format or using synonyms. This is the reason why this task also contributes to your vocabulary score. So following these proven steps, along with enough practice, your chances of PTE success increases exponentially. Let's quickly look at what mistakes you need to avoid while attempting these questions. Mistake number 1. Relying too much on repeated questions. Never do that. Learning the questions and their answers will not help you much because this is an English test. And the questions are also subject to change at any point of time. Mistake number 2. Not managing your time properly. This is extremely important because the PTE reading section is not a time section and you need to learn to manage your time well for this question type. Mistake number 3. Guessing the answers blindly. Never do that. Always try to give your best shot. Even if you don't know the answer, take the most educated guess, not answer blindly. Mistake number 4. Not practicing speed reading. Speed reading is a very essential skill for all the PTE reading tasks. So please make sure you practice enough speed reading. This will help you to solve the questions faster. Last but not the least, mistake number 5 is not mastering the strategy and steps. You cannot win a war without weapons. Similarly, you need to master the strategy and the steps to help you solve this task efficiently. If you go unprepared, you will surely struggle. Now let me show you how you should attempt these question types on our platform. So this is how you get the reading multiple choice choose single answer questions on our learning platform. As you can see, the instructions are at the top, the question prompt here along with the answer options and the reading text. On the right hand side you can see some useful tips, and if you are struggling with the task while practicing, you can quickly glance at the strategy. Then what you need to do is select your answer and submit it. As you can see, there is a detailed explanation of why this answer is correct. And it is color coded. So it highlights in the text where this particular answer option has been discussed. So it is quite handy to work with such practice questions. So how was it? Now you have learned everything that is needed for the reading multiple choice choose single answer questions. And remember, keeping it simple will assure your success in the PTE test. And I deeply hope that you enjoyed watching this video, and we also have more videos on all the other PTE tasks, and not only that, we also have videos on the super strategies that have been tested and proven by our students in solving this task perfectly. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe to our YouTube channel today for more interesting videos on the PTE topics.